Hello guys, this is Supersetman and welcome back to my channel. This is our third episode of the series Ronnie 03 Challenge, in which we're looking for someone who can challenge or beat Ronnie Coleman's 2003 physique. Today's challenger is actually the only person who beat Ronnie Coleman in his prime. In 2002, at the Show of Strength, Gunter Schlierkamp made probably the biggest upset in bodybuilding history and beat the reigning Mr. Olympia champion Ronnie Coleman. So we're going to use Gunter's Show of Strength 2002 version against Ronnie's Mr. Olympia 2003 version to see who's gonna come on top. So without any further ado, let's begin, and we start with the front double biceps. Gunter is a huge guy. He's standing 6 foot 1 inch and he was competing with a weight around 300 pounds at this level of conditioning. Ronnie's arms are bigger with better muscle separation. His lats are wider and downstairs he simply destroys Gunter. Despite having some great bicep development, Gunter loses the front double biceps. Our next pose is the front lat spread. Ronnie Coleman usually wins this pose, probably against anyone except Dorian maybe, but Gunter has a very good lat spread himself. He looks to control his midsection better. He also has striations through the chest like Ronnie. He has a great V shape and looks more relaxed and comfortable in this pose. It might be a stretch, but I'm awarding Gunter the front lat spread. The next pose is the side chest. Gunter's chest looks round and full, but his arms and shoulders are not on the same level as Ronnie's. Ronnie also beats him downstairs and takes the side chest pose. We continue with the back double biceps pose. Gunter seems to have the better conditioning, and looking from the waist down, Gunter may be the best challenger for Ronnie Coleman I've seen so far. The level of conditioning and thickness may surpass those of Ronnie's. I never believed I would see this, but unfortunately for Gunter upper body, he is no match for Big Ron. Ronnie Coleman wins this pose. Next we have the back lat spread, and man oh man, Gunter is holding good against Big Ron. He has both the size advantage and better conditioning, but he lacks the level of detail that Ronnie has. Gunter is good, but he ain't beating Ronnie in the back lat spread. Our next pose is the side triceps. Gunter has a weak side triceps. Usually Ronnie loses this one against other top competitors, but unfortunately for Gunter, he can't take advantage of this weak pose for Ronnie, as Ronnie's lateral head of the triceps looks thicker than that of Gunter's, and he also holds it better than Gunter. Ronnie wins the side triceps. Next pose is the abs and thighs. Gunter's shot is taken from an angle, but we can clearly see his blocky waist regardless of that. Ronnie has a better V taper and better quads. None of them have impressive abs, and Ronnie wins this pose also. Our next pose is the most muscular. Gunter looks impressive, I must say. The level of thickness and conditioning he brought in 02 is just amazing. As for Ronnie, I hate the fact that all available most muscular shots from 03 don't make him justice at all. It's true that his stomach was a little distended, but I think that in the video footage he looks much better and is very hard to beat. But we must go with what we have. Based on these shots, I must give Gunter Schlierkamp this pose. It wouldn't make any difference anyway because he already lost this matchup. So, like I said, Ronnie Coleman 2003 is still undefeated. He beats Gunter 6-2, but this was a hell of a challenge put by Gunter, who deservedly beat Ronnie in 02 at the Show of Strength in my opinion. 2002 was the worst year for Ronnie Coleman, and that loss to Gunter motivated him to come back in 03 at his best shape of all time, so I guess Gunter deserves some credit for that too. That being said, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and also let me know in the comments below who else is worthy of challenging Ronnie Coleman's best shape. Also, if you haven't done it yet, check out the first 2 episodes of this series. You should see on the screen links to those videos.